something is changing. If you look at the phones, and last year they had iPhone 4, and before it closed out they had iPhone 5, and before it gets through they're going to have iPhone 6, and before they finish, y'all, and watch this, their imagination is already foreseeing the future because they are looking at the operating of the system now.
Yes.
Watch this. You can't take an old system and operate on the system now. Y'all know how you got them old dinosaur computers? And they still using the floppy. Y'all got to go by there and tell them, say, man, get this thing out of your house. It's too old. They're still using the floppies. Now watch this. You cannot operate on that system as a person would on Windows 7. It is a total different thing. Now watch this. The people on Windows 7 are getting a lot of stuff coming in and doing a lot of things while you are on the limit.
Come on now. Yeah, come on now. All right.
Matter of fact, I don't even know if they had an internet connection for those things. Ooh, but now you're able to go beyond the computer because there's what they call the internet. And it hooks up to your system. And what it does, it aligns itself with your system and it upgrades. Look at somebody and tell them it's time for an upgrade. Yeah, I've been in this position too long now. I've been going through this same situation too long. It's time for me to hook up to the internet and get an upgrade. Somebody shout upgrade. Yeah. As I was looking at this, and one of the things that I found out when Joshua was preparing to go into this land, over in the second verse, in the second chapter, the Bible said that he sent 2 spies to go check it out. Now watch this. He was operating on the promise. He was doing things. One thing you got to understand, and I want to say this, a lot of people may have promised you a lot of things and didn't come through. But I want to introduce you to a man today with the little time that I have that has explained that his word will never fall to the ground. And not only that, the Bible says he hastens to do what his word has been released to do. And I got some news for some of y'all. What's this, Jackie? Some of y'all are overdue. Yeah. Some of y'all are behind on your birth system because God has already sent the word. And now what he's waiting on you is to operate on what he has sent. And the enemy always want to make you think God ain't doing nothing. But it's what are you operating on? What is your system? What are you looking at? What is... Ooh, somebody just shout upgrade. You've been waiting for things to happen, but you've been operating on the wrong system. You've been waiting for things to change. You've been trying to catch up with Windows 7 while you were... But your system won't allow you because you don't have the access to what is needed to transform. Touch somebody and tell them it's got to be a transformation. And he told him, he said, look now, what you got to understand is that as I'm preparing, a lot of y'all are dealing with issues and things that are messing with you, but let me tell you something. He said, Joshua said, look, I need to send somebody to go to the land of Jericho, and I need you to go in and look at what the promise is. Now watch this. You got to see things that you cannot see in order to start acting on faith. See, a lot of people only believe it if they see it. But when you start believing it before you see it, which means that you got to do some work. But if you start working by faith, even when you don't see it, it operates on that system that says, when you can't see it, can you hold on? Look at somebody and tell them, when you don't see it working for you, can you believe that God can? See, you got to understand, if God tell me to walk to the wall, I hear. But if he tell me to go to the wall, all I have to do is start walking, and by the time I get to the wall, I believe there's going to be a way made. Now, I don't know operating on. He told him, you got to go see this. He sent 2 slides and told him, you got to see this. Watch this. Now, when he told him, he said, go check it out. Go look at the land. Now, I'm imagining that when he told them this, that they got a little bit confused because there's land everywhere. He said, wait a minute, let me just clarify for you. One thing about God, he'll clarify it before you leave, or he'll clarify it when you leave.
Yeah.
Ooh, y'all get it later. See, a lot of people want to see it before I do it.
Yeah.
But there's got to be some people that'll do it before I see it.
All right.
There's got to be some faith walkers that believe if he told me. Now, if you look at the word operating, it means in service. Now, a lot of people haven't even yet seen anybody that don't know nothing about a system go and try to work it and haven't even turned it on yet. You have to get the knowledge of how to turn it on so the system can become in service. You got to learn how to get yourself ready, which gets you in service to operate on this level that God is about to. How do I do it? That means I get my mind on not what's around me, but I get my mind on what he told me. And once I get my mind on what he told me, he sets me on until where he's going to send me. But before I get linked with him, I can't see what he has for me until I get connected with him. Let somebody tell me, you're not connected. You're not going to see what he has. So stop trying to see what God is doing if you ain't hooked up to him. And you know, a lot of us brothers like to get hooked up. We tell them to hook me up. God said, I'm ready to hook you up. He said, but I want you to understand what type of system am I hooking into. Can you handle what I'm about to show you? Let somebody next to you and ask them, can you handle what God is about to show you? Ooh. Yeah, I got some news for somebody. This is going to be a new experience when you hook up to this one. You thought the internet was something, but wait till you hook up to him. He's going to be like the energized bunny that never keeps just going, and just going, and just going, and just going. Look at somebody and tell them, let's get hooked up. Yeah. And see, the thing is about when he hooks you up, there is no price for you to pay. He already paid for the connection. All you got to do is just plug in. See, a lot of people have to wonder, is it a pay? Well, what's it? And when you hook into Wi-Fi, a lot of people lock you out. But God said, look, I have unlimited service. And see, there is no cost for what I give you. All you have to do is find out where I am and hook up. Look at somebody and tell them, hook up. Let somebody on the side here hook. That you can stop serving too long. You will think without connection too long. God is finna send you somewhere. He's finna work out some issues. He's finna take care of some problems. He's finna correct some children. He's finna get your marriage right. He's finna get your husband right. He's finna get rid of Devo and put you a real man. Woo! Devo is out of here. God is about to send you a real man. That's ready to do for you what you want this done. Devo ain't nothing but a bully anyway. Somebody shout hit the road, Jack. Gentlemen, don't come back no more. I know this is not a usual way of preaching, but I'm not a usual pastor. I believe phenomenal stuff. I got faith to ask for something I can't see. I believe that God will do it. I ain't just sitting here telling you God to answer prayer. I'm a product of prayer being answered. I can tell you there's a lot of many more that's sitting around you. If you look at them, you wouldn't know they need something. If you look at them, you wouldn't know they've been through what they've been system and get all the information about your blessing so they can block your blessing. But I just come to tell you, I got a security system that I installed on mine. And the thing about it, I didn't need no disk. It's a system that blocks all spam. I can't get emails and stuff that I don't want to hear about. They cannot hack my system and figure out what my next lesson is. Look at somebody and tell them, watch out for the hackers. The hackers are those that are sit right by you and come to you and get all your information. They'll act like they're your friend. They'll find out what the next lesson is. And then they try to teach you what your lesson is. The hackers are still your lesson. Not getting out information. I gotta go. It's 1:05. I really gotta get out of here. I really gotta go, but I want to tell you, it's time to change your application system. You've been working on a system that has been a long time now. You're trying to do stuff that you can't do. So God said, I'm about to send you an upgrade. He said, all you have to do is download it. You're messed up. I'm about to send you an upgrade. And all you have to do is download it. Y'all missed that. He said, I'm about to send you an upgrade. And all you have to do is download it. That's somebody tell go ahead, push the button. We've been waiting on this one. We've been waiting on this system. Because it's going to block out the hackers. And sometimes when I use it, my brother, this my buddy. All right, oh man, yeah, I know what you're doing. Sometimes the hackers look bigger than your system. But you got to understand that when you download the protection, it'll get rid of all of the little stuff. It'll erase what's in front of you. Look at somebody and tell them, Lord, erase it. Because what the enemy wants to do is to go into my system and find out all the stuff that I messed up in my past and pick it back up. See, what the enemy is, he don't want you to forget how messed up you were. But God said, I take all that junk you had and I cast it into the sea of forgetfulness. What you got to rejoice about is that he called it the sea of forgetfulness. Which means I ain't bringing it back up from home. The only way it's going to come back up is if you go fish this hole. Y'all got to come back and do the rest of this. Watch this. The Bible said he sent 2 spies in secretly. So that means you can't tell everybody about what you finna do. I don't care if it's your BFF. Because when a BFF is desperate, they'll take some stuff from you. And then when they get it, they say, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. Can you forgive me? Tell them, yeah, I'll forgive you, but I'm deleting you out of my phone. You on my delete list. Yeah. So you got to start learning how to stop telling everybody your next move that God told you to make. Because the enemy will try to outrun you. And your blessing. Hear that brother Mike said on that end. Somebody just hollered said, the Lord said, go there. And see, one thing I found out, the reason why the Lord don't always tell, and I'm just saying, you where your next blessing is because the enemy is listening. And a lot of times we witness to folks, the Lord told me to go here, girl, you got a blessing. And the enemy is all ears.
Oh, Lord. Give him strength, Stephen.
You see, when you get ready to go get it, the enemy getting ready to go get it too. He's just waiting to hear. So sometimes when God tells you something, don't tell nobody. Unless he told you. And then unless he showed you. Because if he don't show you and don't tell you,